Alright, it started. Now I'm going to minimize this so I can see you, and maybe this will come through. I go to our page. Channel. My iPad is disconnected from the internet. That's fantastic.
Of course. Why not?
This is a good time for it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. All right. We're not live yet, right?
We are actually, because
Are
I'm
we?
trying to test this.
Why
Just see what it
why
looks
am I
like.
not getting a notification that says that All
I
Things
did.
Star Wars is live?
Yeah, and it's still not showing that window for some reason. Fuck. I don't know why it does that. Stick to tile, client area. It's a Chrome, Star Wars. Yeah, it's the video call. Hold on, let me see. If I change any settings. Made that work. Oh, I didn't do the exclusive window capture. But the only problem with that is, well, you know what?
Why is it having me in YouTube as...
Then I'll minimize this. All right. This might be the right thing now. So give it a second to catch up. Aha! Motherfucker, it worked.
Okay. So right now all I still see is the All Things Star Wars logo.
Oh yeah, you're not gonna see my face while we're doing this.
Okay.
Unfortunately. But if you're looking at the YouTube stream.
Well, I'm trying to, but it's being a real bitch right now. It's like has me logged in an account that should show me.
Yeah. What up, Bronco Fett? We are testing right now. We're trying to get this whole thing figured out.
Oh, there we go. All right, I see us.
Still waiting for this fucking video to go live. I'm refreshing the Star Wars YouTube page, as you can see.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, so I can see you right now through my...
Through the YouTube on a delay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so the reason is because I'm not using YouTube Live to broadcast because you can't do like all these multiple windows in one screen over that. So I have to use this XSplit Broadcaster, which takes control of my camera, so it won't allow the camera to be used in the Google Hangouts call.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, the real question is, why were you up at 3:30 this morning?
Had to go to the gym.
At 3:30 in the fucking morning?
Yeah, that's when I get up on the weekdays, so I figured I'd get up today and do that.
You are a strange man.
Yeah. To answer Tom's question, I guess American Idol's on right now on the East Coast.
It's currently on. I'm watching it like streaming through my iPad right now, and I don't know like the format of the show at all because I don't fucking watch it. So, but Seacrest before they went to their last commercial break did say something about the Solo. How you doing? So
right. Well, and the hope is that it immediately pops up on YouTube after that because I don't have American Idol up, so I will not be watching it live.
All right. Well, that you might actually even be able to hear it a little bit in the background with that. Oh lordy! Looks like we have a new YouTube subscriber though.
I saw that. It's very nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Keep that up. So we're still, I don't know what number we're up to, but we still need at least 14, maybe 15 more subscribers. So we need to.
Yeah, I think we're at 86 right now.
Yeah,
I think I just saw that.
I think that sounds about right.
Yeah.
So.
Man,
yeah, 3:30, huh?
Yeah,
that was me the other day, man. I was up at 3:30, and I had to like roll through the whole day and then like get back into bed. And I've been fighting off this insomnia, and it's all stress induced.
I would imagine,
from
yeah.
trying to find, trying to get a job and get the retirement ceremony together and do all this shit. Like I'm actually looking up my Mac right now. I'm working on my retirement ceremony program. My fucking bio is too long now. I got to cut that down.
You've got a whole program for the thing, huh?
Yeah. Actually, it looks pretty good aside from the fucking bio. Like the font right now on my bio is like at 10. So,
yeah.
So I can eliminate some of that bullshit. But yeah, so I'm working on that, and I got to get the color guard still. Actually, you know what? Where are my sticky
color
notes?
guard? God damn.
Dude, it's the full shebang bang, man. This is like, take notes, because when you retire out of the military, this is exactly the same shit that you should be doing.
I don't know if I want to.
You should have. Who gives a fuck what you want? It's not about you. See, like, this is the cover of my.
Oh, very nice. Well, who's it about though? Then
it's being able to be recognized by the military for your service. Mm-hmm. You get all your presidential certificates. You get the Kristen will get a certificate that you'll be able to present during retirement. You bring family members in there. All the people from the squadron, all the people from your past get to go. You get to say a few wise words to all of them. It's honestly, dude, it's about closure.
Right. Yeah.
What the biggest thing that I've run into, and I've been officially out since February 26th.
Yep.
And we're live now. Are you going to pull all this audio?
No, we're gonna have to stop and restart before the trailer, and then stop and restart before the actual podcast.
So this is actually for Bronco Fett at this point.
Well, yeah, it was mostly just a test, but fuck it, we're live now. So.
Whatever, doing it live. Fuck it.
Yep.
Katy Perry's. I hate this haircut. Like
she looks like an angry little boy.
Yeah, it's a shame too.
Yeah, she used to be hot.
Yeah.
Then she lost her mind, and
she'll get back. So Miley Cyrus came back too. So actually, let me write this shit down. Anyway, for me, it's almost like a funeral. You need closure. You need closure out of this thing. Like, this is my career. I can put this behind me and move on to whatever it is I'm going to do next. And me, from where I am, I need it. I need it, especially when I'm so far in between. In a way, my career didn't end on like the way I wanted it to. So, but 5 years ago, when I started planning for retirement, this was the thing. Like, we're gonna have a ceremony, and it's one last thing. You get dressed up in your blues. You pin a medal on you. You get to give a little speech. You get gifts and prizes, and then that's it. That's it. It's the last official act of your military career, and it's just worth doing. I don't know how many people out there that like, especially from our old squadron, that just fucking had a half a hoagie and fucking walked away.
That's pretty much what everybody did. Like, I can't think of anybody that we worked with that did the full ceremony.
It's fucking ridiculous. And I talked to all those people, and I'm like, why don't you want to do something? And they're like, oh, I just don't feel like it. It's fucking lazy is what it is. It's fucking lazy, because it is. It's work. It takes work to get the ceremony together. Fortunately, John had been the senior NCO that did all this shit when he was down at SOCOM. So it was... They're in commercial right now on Idol. It was, something that he already had the program for and everything else. So we had an idea like what I needed to do. So, but at the end of the day, it's work. It's getting people on base, like family members and stuff. I'm going to have a static display. I'm going to, so that, people can go up and see the airplane. Not that there's much to see, but just, hey, this is where I just spent the past, 15 years, 18 years of my life. Inside this tube. So,
Yeah.
it's part of it, man. And it's, as you move on to the next thing, you look back. I don't want to look back on it with any regret where I say, I wish I had done that. And I think so many people at the end of the day, I can't imagine walking away from something you've done for 20 plus years and just be like, no, I'm fine with, hand me my medal or mail it to me or whatever. And I'm fucking done. That's just, I just don't agree with that. Bronco Fett's looking for cars. Did you see that he got in an accident?
I saw that.
Yeah. We're sorry to hear you're going through all this shit there, Bronco Fett. I'm a Ford guy myself. I'm driving around in this. I own a BMW, but that's just by like happenstance. It was too good of a deal, low mileage, single owner. We knew who the owner was. It was like dirt cheap. So that's the only reason I own that. Otherwise, I had a Ford Explorer that I put 300,000 miles on driving back and forth to the base all those years.
Yeah.
I love that thing. It was my every car. And I think the car you got in the accident in for Bronco Fett purposes, I think the car was like a Ford Taurus or something.
Yeah, it was like a Taurus or a Focus.
It was a Taurus.
Okay.
So I owned an '89 Taurus. I owned a 80. What year was that?
Are you asking me?
'89. I'm just thinking out loud. I've had two different Tauruses. I forget. I've had Ford Tempos, and I've had Ford everything you can imagine, honestly. And that's why I'm such a good mechanic with Fords, because I've fucking had to work on them my entire life. So, yeah, man. For Bronco Fett, if you're going new, I think they're still selling the Ford Fusion, which is probably similar to what we're driving size wise as the Taurus. I know my in-laws just bought a Ford at 500. I think it was a 09. It was kind of the old. It was the Ford 500, and then they rebranded it as the Taurus, and then they re-released the Taurus in that like real sleek body style that actually the cops have been using.
I've seen some of those.
Yeah, they souped up a Taurus to do that, and then I think they started. They bounced between the Chevys and the Tauruses, but
So I don't have any brand loyalty as far as cars go. However, the last job I had right before I joined the Air Force was I worked security at a Ford dealership, and I worked like one of the overnight shifts. So I'd basically be in the back lot of a Ford dealership, like overnight with nobody else around, and it was good. I had a girlfriend at the time. I'd have her come out there, and we'd like go into the back of one of the brand new Explorers and make out and all that. So
you had access to the keys and everything?
Oh yeah, no, they left the cars unlocked. Like they didn't have the keys in them, but they left the vehicles completely unlocked in the back, and they were all the brand new ones that.
Nice.
That were on display.
You're in Bakersfield and you go to test drive your Ford Explorer and be like, man, it smells like sex in here. What is it?
Yeah, that was Jim Burke Ford on Oak Street. Yes.
I don't know if I'd be admitting to that so specifically.
So if you bought a Ford Explorer in January of 1996, then that may have been a very special Explorer.
Don't use the UV lighting in the back. Oh, that's funny. What did I say before? I have to call the color guard still. I got to finish the program.
This is what, in a week and a half?
Yeah. Not this Friday, next Friday.
Okay.
Oh, I got to call ARPC. Dude, get this shit, right? So, Tales of Retirement, whoa. Holy cow, I've been to that dealership. No fucking way, really? Get out of here. That's what Bronco Fett just said.
No way. You've been to the Ford dealership in Bakersfield, California. I don't buy it.
It's craziness. That's absolute craziness. Anyway, while we're waiting for Bronco Fett's response, I call AirPC, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I should be talking about this live, but I'm going to anyway. Fuck it.
You're already retired, right?
Yeah. So I got an email from MyPers or ARPC that says, "Hey, your DD214 is ready." I'm like, "Fucking sweet!" This was on Friday.
That's pretty important.
Like,
yes.
I've been fucking waiting forever for this, right? So I go log into the thing, and I look, and I have Lieutenant Colonel Chad Martin's fucking DD214. I'm like, course. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
So I go, I call him up, or at first I emailed the response. And so I called them up, and I'm like, "Hey, listen, so I got your email. It says my 214's ready. However, you gave me a Lieutenant Colonel Chad Martin's DD214." And this staff sergeant, somebody on the other line, is like, "Oh," and asked for my information, and puts me on hold for like 15 minutes. So what I'm imagining is like, oh, we have a Privacy Act violation because we fucking exposed Colonel Martin's, Privacy Act, because 214's got everything on it.
Got your social, all that stuff, yeah.
Oh yeah, all that shit. So I'm on hold for like 15 minutes. They come back. It's like, well, that other 214 has been removed, and yours should show up in the next 10 minutes.
Okay.
Like, okay. So but you're saying mine's done. It's ready. You just put the wrong one in there. She's like, yes. I'm like, okay. So I wait. I don't know. I go fuck off, do something else for a while, and then I come back and I checked it, still nothing. So I email them and say, "Hey, look, you told me 10 minutes. There's still nothing in there." And then there's still checked it yesterday. There's still nothing in there. So I'm gonna have to call them again tomorrow. Be like, "What the fuck?" Over.
Can't say I'm surprised, but yeah,
it's why do people that are in a fucking support function aren't unable to support them fucking anything?
No idea.
It's unbelievable. It's one of those things where I always had this issue with the Air National Guard had this tagline back when it was right around Katrina, and they were you've been around long enough where it talked about the Guard and its relevance, especially the Air National Guard, like because they don't own the fucking airplanes, except for a handful of 130s. And and why does the state of Pennsylvania need fucking A-10s? There's this whole big thing going through with BRAC and all this other bullshit. Like, oh yeah, guess what, Ed Rendell, you don't own A-10s. The state of Pennsylvania does not own fucking A-10 Warhogs. No, those are Air Force property that we have Guard people trained to go fly.
Yeah.
So while all that's just going on, the Guard comes up with this fucking mission statement that says, ready, reliable, and relevant. If you got to put relevant in your fucking little mission statement, then you're not relevant.
Yeah.
It's just like that with mission support. If you're in a mission support function, you're probably not fucking supporting anything. You're probably just wasting my fucking time.
Yeah. All right. While we're waiting really quick, I have to get up and grab something.
All right.
Seems like there's not much going on anyway, so I will be right back.
All right, you do that. Meanwhile.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What are you doing? Push-ups? So it looks like Bronco Fett, you were a missionary, so that's why you were in Bakersfield? That's what I'm getting. Who else is watching this, by the way? Is anybody else? See that we're live. Whoops. Wait. Ah. That's pretty funny. In 96? Like what time frame are we talking? So for those aren't looking, like, I'm doing the chat. What the fuck is he doing back there? It sounds like he's scrubbing a toilet. Do you hear that? Does everyone else hear that? Bronco Fett, you hear that? Now he's shaking something. He's got to shake weight. He's got to fucking shake weight, people. This is his new workout thing. He's got to shake weight. Yeah, if you're only going to get this on the audio, which I probably won't. This is probably going to hit the cutting room floor. All of this nonsense. Darth Roscom is walking around with a goddamn shake weight. So we're in a commercial with American Idol. And still, I haven't seen any kind of solo trailer, although they're selling some pharmaceutical thing. Oh, wow, a drug that I haven't been on. Amazing. La, 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 la. Still shaking in the background. I guess he's making some... Look, all right, there he goes. He's walking by, still shaking. Got his... Oh, what the fuck was that?
All right, what'd I miss?
Dude, what the fuck is going on? First, it sounded like you were scrubbing a toilet. And then, you're walking around. I see you walking around. It looks like you got a fucking, like a shake weight. Because you got both your hands around this thing and you're fucking shaking it right at your face. So... And then it fucking, yeah, I don't know. You're doing weird shit.
Yeah. So this is my protein shake. And I had to get this. I had to get my water. And I wanted to grab something else. And,
nice.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw, but it's a Jyn Erso Rebel.
It's a Jyn Erso shake weight. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. But... It was on clearance at the BX for like $2.
She's adequately hot. I'll allow it. So Bronco Fett says he was in Bakersfield from '98 to 2000.
Get the fuck out.
That's what he said. Look at the chat.
God damn.
He was doing missionary work, which, from my understanding, Bakersfield probably needs all that work. Full of a bunch of lowlifes.
Yeah. I guarantee I know exactly where he was working out of. If he was working out of the, because he's Mormon, and I would imagine he was working out of it's the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, right? That's the Mormon sect. Am I not mistaken?
I think.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with yes.
Yeah, but they have a huge fucking complex. It's been there since I was a kid, or even before I was born, probably, in Bakersfield. I bet he was working out of that.
Yes, he says.
I know things.
Yeah, apparently.
About religion and stuff.
So it, well, I don't know about all that. That's up for debate. It's a baseball commercial. What the fuck? Yeah, that's fucking ironic, man. It's a small world. Bronco Fett was stomping all over your hometown.
Yeah. And if he was there, Tom, when did you leave Bakersfield? Like what month in 2000? Because he and I may have been there at the same time, and I never would have known it.
All right, let's see.
Because I separated from the Air Force in 2000, and I moved back to Bakersfield for a year. So June, yeah. So he and I were in Bakersfield at the same time for half a year.
Weird. It's fucking weird, man.
Indeed.
But you know what? He's one of our biggest fans, so
probably the biggest.
It could be. It may not be just coincidence.
Yeah, it's true.
There could be some stalking involved. I'm not saying.
Are you saying he's potentially been stalking me for the better part of 18 years?
Potentially.
I could see that.
Oh man, fucking American Idol. It's
40 minutes into the goddamn show and still nothing.
That's not that I've seen. Refresh the YouTube thing, see if it's come up.
Yeah, nothing still.
You know what? I'm gonna go on the bring it up on the big screen here. I'll bring up StarWars.com. Let's see what it says. Man, there was a Popeyes commercials. Now I got a Louisiana fan. Something or other.
Is that David Allen Greer that does the voice for the Popeyes commercials? I'm pretty sure it's him.
No earthly idea. Star Wars show. No, nothing yet on StarWars.com. Let's just go on Facebook. Well, I have Facebook open already. I know this is super intriguing.
I can't do that, Tom. I pulled my subscription to that last year, so no WrestleMania reaction. I had all I could take of Roman Reigns.
Where is the Star Wars stuff? Oh, it's snowing in Missouri.
It's great. How's the weather been over there since that little dusting you got?
Well, no snow showed up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a non-event. It's just been cold. It was cold, fucking overcast. The sun was out today, but the high was like 43. I actually went down and hit tennis balls with Kate today. It was good to get outside, but I've been fighting off like a flu bug for the past couple of days. So I'm it was debatable whether or not I was actually going to be able to, even get online today, unless we were going to be doing this from the bathroom. It's just been that kind of weekend.
Yeah.
So I was supposed to do all kinds of shit today. I was supposed to go do a wheelchair push at the Masonic home, get the residents to services. And I was like, no, I'm fine. My niece had this bug. She brought it in the house last weekend. And
goddamn kids.
Yeah, fucking bastions of disease. And I don't know how, we're not around little kids hardly ever. My daughter, when she comes home from school, I mean, it's just not the same. There's little kids that are in primary school are just fucking germ machines.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I know. Trust me. There was a year. Fuck, it was a few years ago now, where somebody was sick in the house every single day for like the whole fall and winter.
I remember
because it was like a rotating bug.
It seems like at your house there's always somebody sick. It's just really funny.
Yeah.
Well, it might not be funny, but it's
in hindsight
amusing. I got the Mac set up here, right? Like, so when I look up like this in the YouTube footage, I'm looking at the big Mac screen, and I had the PC's mouse in my hand. It's like a regular mouse, and then I have the Mac touchpad, and I'm like, why isn't this shit moving? I was like, oh, because I'm touching it. Like, you're a fucking idiot.
That's good.
I'm gonna blame not feeling well.
Yeah. So I have like 2 really big tests coming up this week. One on Tuesday, one on Wednesday.
Yeah. You've been studying?
Oh yeah. But I'm not as worried about it as I was the Security Plus test, but I'm still a little on the extra side. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because it's two different things. One's a performance-based test, one's a written test. The written test, I know I'll be fine, but the performance-based test, this one's looking a little tricky, so we'll see how it goes.
Interesting.
But these are the things that people fail on. Like the people in my squadron that have failed out of this course have failed on the hands-on tests, not the written tests. So,
well, the good news is your experience with Stanival. You're kind of looking at the performance-based stuff from that angle when you actually have to do it.
Yeah, do it.
I think it'll make you better prepared.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm feeding a power line to. There's so much so much electronics sitting right here, right, like right within my arm space right here.
Oh yeah, I got the same thing right here.
The Mac or my Mac Mini with the fucking screen, my iPad, my fucking iPhone, the laptop, all this shit just sitting right here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's this? I think it's on.
Oh, all right. Well, I can't see it, so I'm just going to keep refreshing YouTube, and hopefully it immediately pops afterwards.
Yeah, it's on right now.
Okay. Well, don't spoil it.
All right.
In fact, don't even look at it.
I'm trying not to.
Just kind of wait and see if it looks like it goes away. So, all right. That being the case, I'm actually going to stop the broadcast now.
All right.
So, I may even go back and delete this video because it was really a whole lot of nothing. So, but the next video, when we go live again, will be our actual reaction to the trailer. So,
well, why don't you just cut this one off, and then we'll do the same setup and just hit the record button.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But I have to stop because I want to start fresh when when we actually do the trailer. So I want it to be a fresh video that starts with our reaction, like close to the beginning.
I just snuck a glance at it, and we actually get to hear Dan Glover talk. I don't have this. I don't have the sound on.
Donald
Glover. Donald Glover. See Mike Glover next.
He's black, right? They're all the same, right? Jesus Christ, Dave.
That you said that, not me. Yeah, I didn't even imply it.
I think you might have. Anyway, I'm gonna stop the recording.
Go ahead, cut this off, and then let me know when it. Call me back.
Well, no, I'm not ending the Hangouts call. That is going to continue. It's just I'm ending the stream. So when you see us go live again, Tom, we'll actually be reacting to the trailer.